This here is 20 grams of crystal methamphetamine, or ice is what it's called. If you buy it on the street, it runs about $100, give or take a little bit, a gram. So that gives you kind of an idea of what that's worth. And if you want to get an idea what a gram, just a basic gram is like your sweet and low packets, your sugar packets. That's 1 gram. So if you would look at that and dump that out on the table, that's $100 worth of meth. It produces an intense, almost immediate high. The difference between this and crack cocaine, for example, is the high from this will last 8, 10, 12 hours, where crack cocaine may only last an hour or so.
Since they passed the pseudoephedrine law, how much of a problem is meth in our community?
Our meth labs have declined since the pseudo law. They've gone down from double digits to single digits. What we're seeing now, though, is there's no shortage of meth. The pseudo law did not create a shortage of methamphetamine in Oklahoma. It's all being imported now. It's being created in what they call super labs in Mexico. It's being smuggled across the border, and then it's being disseminated throughout the Oklahoma, the United States. But certainly all of our meth that's coming up, what we're seeing more than anything is crystal methamphetamine, which is almost all that's originated in Mexico. So there's no shortage of the drug. However, our meth labs and the dangers associated with those meth labs have declined, significantly. People that are on meth and drugs in general, they can become certainly extremely violent. So we see assaults and those types of things. Not to mention the property crimes, forgeries. We have one detective that works nothing but forgeries, checks forged and cashed at local businesses and those types of things. That's his full-time job. And out of those cases that we make, and if we talk to the suspects, you find that probably 90% of them are drug dependent, and that's what they're doing to help support their habit. They're stealing checks, they're breaking into cars, they're breaking into storage units, they're breaking into houses to get the checks. They go out and they write the checks so that they can go ahead and purchase the illegal narcotic. So there's all kinds of, if you picture drug abuse kind of as a spoke of a wagon wheel, it goes out in so many different directions as far as how it affects the community. It's not that they're just affecting themselves, because they do commit other crimes, property crimes and assaults and violent crimes and those types of things.
What kind of hope does a meth addict have of getting off? I hear it's just really, really hard.
We have interviewed over the years, literally hundreds of meth addicts, and they'll tell you they were in total control of their life. They tried it one time and they just did a spiral down until they just basically hit rock bottom. I know of very few people that have been able to go through a rehab successfully and have been drug-free for a period of time, a number of years. They say it's the hardest thing that they've ever had to do. It's unbelievable.
Is it with them the rest of their lives?
I interviewed a gal one time that was a methamphetamine addict, and like she put it to me, she told me, she says, I have that devil on my shoulder every day trying to get me to go back to use that drug every day. And she's been clean for 5, 6, 7 years.
So there is hope.
There is hope. You bet. There is hope. They just have to reach out. They have to want to change their lifestyle. You can't force somebody into rehab and have it successful unless they want to change.